Leader, last week I spoke about the, the Public Service Management Act 1997 and specifically about the positions of advisers to government ministers. They are the only people that are not accountable in any way to the public. And I'm asking you to organise a debate in this House where we can explore how this might change and make the appointees more accountable to perhaps Oireachtas committees. I'm not saying ministers shouldn't have advisers, policy advisers. I have no difficulty whatsoever with that, or expertise that they may need. But the public have a right to know who they are. We spent 4.9 million last year on advisers at an average salary of 86,500. That's an awful lot of money, so it is, and an awful lot of advisers. So I think we should have a debate on it. It's time to kick it out in the open and look at it from a public information perspective. Every minister, every TD, every senator, every county councillor is accountable. And it's important that we know who are advising our ministers and what angle they're coming from. We only have to look across the water and see what an advisor can achieve that is dangerous. So from that perspective, I would like to have that. My colleague, Senator Mullen, spoke about the Garda Síochána. Policing in this country is by consent. And to try and use the police to enforce something without giving them the powers is, to my mind, a nonsense. And I think we need a debate in this House with the Minister for Justice to explore how the Gardaí might be given some degree of, I suppose, enforcement with respect to the difficulties we have. I have no difficulty with public protests and the like, but what we saw on Grafton Street last week is an affront to the entire population of this country who are trying to escape the worst ravages of COVID-19. And we get these people sitting shoulder to shoulder on Grafton Street, not just putting their own lives at risk, but putting the lives of every pedestrian and every citizen that walks up that street, every person that works on that street. And I think that they should be held accountable. I'm delighted to see the Gardaí are investigating the organisers, but there should be. Today, the Bundestag announced today for members of the Bundestag to parade through the House without a mask, there's a fine of €5,000. €5,000. I wonder if that would work in Leinster House. But it is, I mean, at the end of the day, speaking to people of my own age and older, they are absolutely petrified by these demonstrations. The right to demonstrate we should all uphold. The right to demonstrate and put people's lives at risk by walking shoulder to shoulder and screaming at citizens to take off their mask, that is something that is unacceptable in this country at any time. So I would want a debate with the Minister for Justice on that. Thank you very much, Kyle.